Hey folks, what's up? Today is March the 18th, 2019, and we are in our daily recap here. So we see that we got in two trades, XLU calendar. We re-entered that, so we're going to talk a little bit about what that trade looked like, and then a SPY diagonal. So a new type of trade here. And then you can also see we tried to get in an EWU double calendar, and we were never able to get filled. So let's, and we tried really all throughout the day to get filled there. It didn't get filled. We might try tomorrow, especially because I'm going to go here to the IV percentile. We've got still a couple that are at 0. Okay, and so we want to take advantage of that. Interestingly, though, EWU ended up going from 0 at the beginning of the day all the way up to 20 IV percentile. So always interesting to see those types of moves. All right, let's get into the SPY diagonal. So SPY diagonal right here. This is a unique type of trade, okay? So as you can see here, we sold the March 22nd, 284 calls, and we bought March 25th, 285 calls, to create a risk diagram that looks like this. Current probability of profit is 72.58%. SPY is moving a little bit. After hours, it's moving up a little bit. After hours today. So let's go in and let's really look at the mechanics of this trade. So if we are below 284, which happens to basically correspond with our peak here, if we were to close right at 284 on Friday, this 284 call is going to be worthless, and we're going to keep all 68 cents of that premium. However, if we also move up, this call right here, this 285 call that we bought for 48 cents is going to increase in value. And so even though we sold this, we actually make more money if the market moves up. And so let's take a look at the chart. As you can see here, let's move to the daily chart. On the daily chart, we're actually in an uptrend, right? I said in the weekly recap that right now I'm bullish on the market. Until we see this cross below the 9 EMA, exponential moving average, I'm going to continue to stay bullish on this market. Also, we are really starting the breakout phase, at least in my opinion right now, of this major resistance line that we've had for quite a number. So right back here in November, again in December, and then again late January, early February, or late February, early March, we've continued to see this line act as resistance, and now we challenge, closed above it. I'm certainly bullish right now on this market. However, we know that most of the time, SPY won't move more than 1.5% to 2% usually throughout the week. And so if we look at this weekly chart, you can generally see that even on the biggest of up weeks, we're really typically only moving up, not even always an entire 2%. And so what I did is I went through and I took a look at 2%, 1.5% to 2% of the market, found the trade I wanted, and went ahead and executed this. And so if we continue to move up to the 284 range, I'm going to make more money. If the market totally crashes, I'm going to make 120 bucks. All right, total risk 870. Okay, so 870 in risk here on the market. Now, what you'll also notice is that I'm trying to sell 10, 287, and 288. So if we actually just go to the high positions, I've got a trade on to do the exact same thing again, sell this call diagonal, because we continue to close up on the day. And so basically what I did is I went out 2% from the close today at 282.33, and I'm trying to sell the 287s by the 288s for essentially the exact same trade, just a couple percentage points up. We'll see if we get filled on that particular trade. So that's how we get this really unique analyze graph right here. This. We have a ton of theta right now in the SPY. Let's just move this canceled order. So we have theta of 44, which is, excuse me, really nice theta, right? So let's go to XLU. So as you recall, we sold this diagonal last Tuesday. We let the 58 put, 58.5 call for last Friday expire worthless. So what I did today, we go back to our market watch, and XLU is still really low at 3.69% on the IV scale. And I had these long options, right? So I had these long options. So I went ahead and said, I'm going to resell the 58 puts for this Friday, resell the 58.5 call to create me another calendar. Not going to make as much money on this particular spread, right? But we've already made about $150 on the other spread. So we're in this place now where, it's not necessarily free money, but it certainly acts a little bit more like free money than set slices. I'm going to have to move my face again. So we set our slices for this Friday, and right now it's showing a 40% probability of profit. Now, it's also showing that we're down right now on this particular trade because we are down on these long options, right? So we've lost theta in the 58 bulk put and the 58 bulk call. So we've lost some theta there, okay? So we've lost that theta, we've lost that time decay in those options. And so it's going to show that we're down, but in reality, we're not technically down on this particular trade as much as our risk diagram is showing. From the market, we still are only seeing 3 securities above 30 IV percentile, which is indicative of us not wanting to sell a ton of premium right now, other than some of these unique situations like in the SPY, like in this XLU, like in the EWU that I tried to get in, the UK ETF. And so going to continue to try to take advantage of some of those opportunities if we get them, not necessarily seeing a ton of those right now, trying to get out some of these other positions that we have on. On the whole, portfolio is looking good. Continue to take in about $100 worth of theta a day, which is, of course, something that we really, really like. Going through the securities, this FXE, we're going to continue to monitor this FXE calendar. It hasn't exactly acted the way we want, but we're still basically a coin flip in regards to, and one standard deviation is only a $300 loss right now. FXI looking fine, GDX looking fine, IYR looking fine. OIH, remember we had this 18 out here. We're still pretty far out from expiration. However, we might end up looking at altering some of those options. SPY's looking fine right now. TLT, we're flirting with this line a little bit, but on the whole, still looking fine. VIXB looking fine. XBI looking fine. XLU looking okay, not great, but fine. And then XLY, these are the long options from a previous position that we took off. All right, so there is our recap for today. If you have any questions, reach out to me at Ryan, RYAN, at sellthatoption.com. Otherwise, here's to our success.
Awesome. So what you just saw was an example of a video that I send every single evening that I make an opening trade, a closing trade, or an adjusting trade to the members here at sellthatoption.com. I sincerely believe that when it comes to the stock market, right, there's so much misinformation out there that you have to have somebody, at least at the start, teaching you and guiding you and really getting you the behind the scenes information and really into the mindset of somebody that's figured it out and is successful. And so not only do I send a ton of educational content, I have these courses right here. I send the daily recap videos. I send the weekly strategy videos. I've got general knowledge base. I've got Udemy courses, right? but I want you to, when I'm able to talk about, right, the trades that I make and why I was making the trades that I was making, that is true education, right? That is education. That it's not just me sending out what I'm doing and expecting you all to blindly follow that, right? That's literally the opposite of what I want to do, right? That's not what this is about. This is about true education. It's about truly teaching and saying, hey, this is what I was thinking. This is what I was seeing. And I sincerely believe that that's one of the most effective ways to really learn how to do this. Now, what I'd like for you to know is that first, visit my site. Go here to Stock Trading Services. If you'd like to join, right, use discount code YouTube, all lowercase, YouTube, and that's going to get you 50% off all of my services, okay? So, again, discount code YouTube for any of these potential stock trading services. So you're going to get my lifetime membership, 50% off, right? Yearly, quarterly, monthly, 50% off with the code YouTube. Follow me on social media via either on YouTube or in Twitter or on my Facebook or on my Instagram. Follow me on my social media platforms that you can see right up here in the corners. Okay, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. I'll add Instagram on there. But again, discount code 50% off YouTube. All right, if y'all have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at Ryan, RYAN, at sellthatoption.com. Again, 50% off code is YouTube, all lowercase. And if you have any questions at all, reach out to me. Otherwise, stay humble, stay hungry, and here's to our success.